You can say you are what you eat, and if you actually aim for quality, then you need to pay the price for eating quality. It's as easy as that. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Mr. Physique here. Today's topic is going to be how I am prepping and how I am dieting to my men's physique show in September. What types of food am I eating? How do I set up my macros across the day? How do I approach this fat loss phase? How much weight am I aiming to lose? What kind of activity do I do? And how am I affected by this calorie deficit? So, let's start. First, let's talk about food selection. Forget if it fits your macros. Don't think about cheating. I'm 100% committed to eat the most healthy foods for the best hormone responses and satiety responses. I eat these kinds of foods the year around, but now I'm even more dedicated to eat 5 meals every day and be more disciplined with my eating. I'm not going to eat ice cream or cake for a long while, or drink alcohol, or eat potato chips. I'm also food prepping a lot more systematic. Always have some meals ready. Always have an emergency solution if I don't have time for making food. Always have food boxes filled with potato, pasta and rice. Always bring a post-workout meal to the gym. I think maximizing the recovery and anabolic window is actually very important on a diet. I know I will get away with less suffering from hunger and diet fatigue if I actually try to optimize my muscle protein synthesis window. I will improve my performance and my training enjoyment. I'm also doing my grocery hauls more disciplined. I always have food in my storage. Always fill my fridge, freezer and my shelves with those. Go to the grocery to buy kilograms of potato, spinach and broccoli. Talking about the goal of my fat loss. My end goal is to get to a men's physique shape. A proficient shape to show those real washboard abs and have a competitive shape. I need to get down to maybe 7% body fat. I need to lose around 6 kilograms of body fat. The starting body fat before the diet was maybe around 13%. My peak off-season shape looking truly lean at 83 kilograms. This is definitely the most healthy place a human being can be regarding his eating quality food and exercising consistently. This is the place I will recommend most people obsessed by lifting to be. However, this is far from stage shredded. I've agreed with my coach that I need to lose around 6 kilograms of body fat before the show. My initial plan is to lose 4 of those kilograms before July. I think it's good to do this in 2 phases, so I can have a break in between and make assessments. I can have a period where I don't need to suffer in a calorie deficit and have more energy for example posing or planning. Starting my fat loss, I will lose some water weight, or I have already done that. My aim is to go down around 5 to 6 kilograms in body weight in 2 months, 4 kilograms of body fat and a few necessary kilograms of water. My plan about losing body weight is looking something like this. Losing just below 1 kilogram the first week, as I have done basically the noob gains of the shredding diet, and thereafter lose around 1.5 kilograms the second, third and fourth week. Then do a refeed where I maintain my body weight for a week, and thereafter lose body fat at the same speed for 4 more weeks. Then I will for sure be below 10% body fat in mid-June. But for that to happen, I need to stay in a calorie deficit. I'm not losing fat very quick. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Rome wasn't built in one day either. It's way more sustainable to go down in body weight slowly. I'm not short on time. It's over 4 months to the show. If I'm cutting slowly, I have way more life enjoyment. This means that if I cut 12 weeks with a moderate deficit, I have to deal with way less diet fatigue than if I lost the same amount of fat in 8 weeks. I'm eating around 3,500 calories to stay in this deficit at the moment. At least my weight loss is getting the desired speed in that calorie range. Next week, I maybe need to drop down my calories to 3,300. The body works like that. It adapts. It's one of its survival mechanisms. And therefore, I need to drop carbs to achieve the same weight loss over time. Your non-exercise thermogenesis will drop down as you feel less energetic. For example, by just moving your hands less when you are sitting. Your body uses less glycogen in your training sessions, which also has a metabolic disadvantage. However, this calorie target will stay pretty the same as long as my activity and daily habits stay the same. Some people start their diet prep at 3,000 calories and end up in zombie mode at 1,800 calories. I aim to not end up like that guy. I know my calorie maintenance sounds ridiculous. It's around 4,000, so around 500 over my weight loss calories. At least I ate that just before my weight loss period. The reason I can eat this much is because I'm extremely active. The elephant in the room for every person with a very high energy expenditure is a high activity level. When you are doing lots of exercise, do cardio and walk lots of steps every day, your calorie maintenance skyrockets. Even with a body adapting to a shredding diet, I can keep my calories high. I'm walking 10,000 to 15,000 steps every day outside my exercise, and in addition, I do cardio. As everybody following my channel regularly know, my main way of cardio is basketball. I have a court just outside my home, and I play on a basketball team and go to their trainings on my rest days. I also like shadow boxing, and I also like soccer. I sometimes shadow box in my garage, and I like to take my football shoes on. Therefore, doing cardio becomes extremely easy. It becomes a habit. My attitude becomes, I'm doing cardio to have fun, instead of, I have to do cardio, I have to force myself to do that. My weekly cardio is around 4 to 5 hours, and I think I'm going to maintain it the entire diet. Without doing cardio, I think my calorie maintenance would be around 3,500, and my weight loss calories would be 3,000. So, exercise to eat more. Train yourself into a good shape. Don't overly focus on diet and restriction. In addition, I think training your heart is extremely important. It will be like not training your legs or not training your chest. It's an important muscle in the body, even though it's not visible. The first important strategy to actually achieve a calorie deficit and for making that sustainable is eating 5 meals every day. It's a hugely discussed topic. Do you actually need to eat 5 meals every day? I could talk about this for hours, and it will always depend on the person's exercise and his training experience, basically the difficulty of his recovery. But at least for me on a contest prep, doing hard hypertrophy work, I think 5 meals is necessary for maximizing recovery, and to maximize training performance, and to maximize the life enjoyment on the diet. I think it's a bodybuilding myth that you absolutely need to eat 5 meals if you are lifting weights, and I think cardio or sport athletes could get away with less. But for a person dieting for a show, doing hard hypertrophy training, 5 meals is highly practical, if not necessary. We always hear about people complaining that they starve, lose muscle, and have zero life quality when they are dieting for a show. They should take this advice. I also think when I'm eating 5 meals, it's easier to eat enough fiber and to have a high enough food volume to stretch my stomach. I also think it's important to eat so many meals to keep the best hormone balance, to keep a good insulin levels by eating around every 3 hours. I'm always playing food Tetris to hit 3,400 calories every day. Get a source of quality carbs, protein and nutrients on all my meals, and quality fats on most of my meals. My go-to foods are oat, pasta, rice, potato, bananas, fruits, berries, bread, egg, avocados, fatty fish, almonds, peanut butter, chicken, ground beef, casein, egg whites, ham, beef, Greek yogurt, broccoli, spinach, carrots, cauliflower, tomatoes, and salad. It costs a lot of money. You can say you are what you eat, and if you actually aim for quality, then you need to pay the price for eating quality. It's as easy as that. I will still eat good food. It's important to eat varied. You need sources of sweet tasting foods. You don't need sugar-dense cakes or burgers or hot dogs. My favorite meals can be berries and banana with Greek yogurt. Also, try to make some protein puddings out of casein. That's a classic for me. Eat it alongside oats. Also have some sweeteners in form of, for example, it's called natrin in Norwegian. It's a kind of a replacement for sugar. And of course BCAA is good just to get the taste and for the blood sugar. And some 0-calorie juice. I've also tried the protein waffle mix. It truly becomes good pancakes. It has macros fitting my low-calorie diet. Also, another favorite is protein apple cake. I have prepped that a lot, and when I do it, I make 3 to 4 portions. Protein cookies made out of oats, casein, eggs and banana is also a favorite. You can really make many good meals out of low-calorie and quality foods. A huge question is, do I need to deal with starvation? Not yet really, at least not excessively. I'm aiming to compensate for the lack of enough calories with eating more fiber and having larger volumes of food. And I'm paying attention to the timing of my carbs and fats. Eat more fat in the morning and for lunch, not close to training. And eat most of my carbs close to my resistance training. Make sure my carbs get used as glycogen for workouts. When I'm actually doing that, my insulin response is optimized and I don't get the hunger issues. Many people claim timing carbs and fats are unnecessary, and it is that for the most part regarding the long-term results. However, I think it's important for getting as much as possible out of training on a diet. I'm also eating around 250 grams of protein every day. Protein is important for muscle recovery. 5 meals containing protein has through research been confirmed as optimal for building muscle, and it actually works that way for optimized recovery. If you aim to maximize your hypertrophy workouts and try to hit your muscles as hard as possible, it's infinitely hard to eat too much protein. Generally, I think people with ambitions about hard hypertrophy training or bodybuilding underestimate how much protein they actually need. Also, protein is truly important for regulating insulin and ghrelin levels. It's essential for your blood sugar. Also, research confirms that low protein intakes on a diet is detrimental for muscle retention. I think my biggest issue is going to be diet fatigue. At least when I've come long into the diet. At least when my body fat is less than 10% and I'm closer to the show. Even though my calorie maintenance is higher than most people dieting, I get the same diet fatigue from weight loss. Your calorie magnitude has no impact on diet fatigue. A person shredding on 3,500 calories will accumulate the same diet fatigue as a person shredding on 2500. Regarding their weight loss is the same. Will my gym performance suffer from my dieting? Likely to a certain extent, but when I am training smart and specific and don't, for example, include heavy squat, bench, deadlift, I will likely get away with minor strength loss in most exercises. At least in isolation exercises, I think I will maintain a lot of strength. In addition, when I am actually timing my carbs properly, I can actually maintain a lot of my gym performance. And an important point, I'm never going to stop training hard on this diet. No matter how zombie I am on my workouts, I will take sets to failure. I will smash my working sets and I will seek the most muscle tension. Being on a diet or in a calorie deficit should never be an excuse to not train as hard as you can. I think a huge reason why people are losing muscle on their contest preps is because they stop training hard on their diets because of less energy. So that's everything for today. Of course, I'm going to be motivated to vlog more for my show. Therefore, I will always post more stuff on YouTube continuously throughout my prep and come with physique, diet and training updates. Consider giving this video a like, comment down below. How do you diet when you are trying to lose weight? Are you going to eat more low-calorie dense food the next time you are trying to shred down? Subscribe to my channel so I can bring this content up for more people. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.